Good day. Today we will be taking a look at part 2 of the portfolio of evidence for Cloud Dev. So it's been a few weeks. There have been a few adjustments made to the program, which I will cover in this video, but nothing too major. All the same, really, just added a bit of functionality and I think also just a bit more ease of use in terms of the employees using this system. So we're still going to use the same account to log in as last time, but if you don't want to, you can always register. Anyways, let's log in and we've got all of our venues as usual. You will notice a difference since part 1. The difference on this page would be that every single tile has the option to update the venue. We will get into that just now. So, also another thing you will notice is that images actually took a bit more time to load. That is something we'll also get into in a moment, but just to put it short, we have integrated Azure Blob Storage, which basically means that our images are being pulled via Azure instead of locally. That is the short explanation thereof. So, we want to update, let's say, we want to update this rooftop terrace venue. Alright, let's say that people are complaining that the price per day might be a bit high for only a capacity of 150 people. Alright, no problem. We are taken to a update view, and now we can update everything: the venue name, venue address, the capacity, the description, and then the price per day, which we can change to, let's say 3,200 a day. Okay, I'll save changes. And another nice little feature we added was this verification suite alert message. It just shows, okay, this has been updated successfully and etc. This has been added in a lot of little places. This is one of the things that make the ease of use and just overall satisfaction of using the system a bit better, in my opinion. I'm going to run us through booking a venue for a specific reason. I will explain that in a moment's time. Let's say we're going to book this auditorium venue. So, I have a first name, last name of, okay, just have a random number in here. Email address, event type, we'll have it as a lecture. And we will just have this for one day, So we'll have it for today, even though it is a bit late, 9 p.m., but it doesn't matter. I'll explain why we're doing this in a bit. Okay, shall book the venue and booking created successfully. Lovely, lovely stuff. And as part 1, the same thing, we haven't removed any functions from part 1 per se. So let's say you wanted to book the 9th through the 11th of May. The availability, it's still booked for both dates, so I just wanted to show that that is in fact still a function, as it is quite necessary. Speaking of that function, actually, we will book another event for the same venue, because there is another feature that is also incorporated to prevent double bookings. Now, if you go over to the events table, there have been some small adjustments made to this table in terms of what relevant information is being displayed. I think what we have added is the venue as well as event ID, but I could be mistaken there. Now, we also have added this edit button, so we can edit the dates, the event types, and so forth of this event. Now, I spoke earlier of another feature preventing double bookings, so if we want to have the start date be from the 9th, it will not allow us to do that because another booking for this venue has been made on that date. So I just thought that is a neat little feature to show. Now, a page that has seen, I would say, a lot of improvement, that I have put a lot of effort in. If you might recall, in part 1, I did mention that a historical bookings table will be coming in with the next version, and we have accomplished that and more. So as you can see, at the moment in blue, we have current bookings. So these are bookings that have been placed um, and are still going to take place. That's what I'm trying to say. So they both have been booked today. If we go back to the events table, we can see when the event is actually taking place. So this one's taking place today, this one from tomorrow to after tomorrow. But uh, we have also incorporated a bit more functionality with the cancel action. I will explain that briefly. We have a completed bookings table, which of course is empty at the moment. I will go over some of the code with you regarding that, but to put it shortly, when an event has been completed, so let's take this event that Herman has today, and as you can see, it will finish today. It starts and finishes on the 9th of May. Okay, so basically what's going to happen is that once an event has been completed, a background service is constantly running to check that if a date is less than the current date of an event, it automatically moves that event and booking to completed bookings. That is the shortest way to put it, but yes, that feature now does work. So I will be making a cut later throughout this video to tomorrow to then show you that this has automatically moved to cancel bookings. To completed bookings, sorry. However, I will show you now how cancel bookings work. Now there is a bit more to it, to canceling bookings. We have a whole new view. We have a cancellation date, which you can also set, but we'll just keep it to today. You have to give a reason for cancellation. This is just a logical thing that we have to do because a client could call and then it's just good to know why they want to cancel a booking. So let's just say fees are too high. Okay, now we have a cancellation fee structure that we are incorporating as well. As you can see, it does look quite intense, but obviously that can be changed at any time. But it's fair because other people also want to book these venues and they could have been holding the venue back and so forth. So we also have an estimated cancellation fee, which in this case is less than 7 days notice. I think the original booking fee was 10,000 Rand. So now we have 75% of that, which is 7,500. Confirm cancellation. And there we go. We have our suite alert pop up again. We click OK. It's gone. It's not in current bookings anymore. It's not in events anymore. It is now in cancelled bookings. This table contains also very important information: when the event was actually supposed to start and end, and when it was cancelled on, the cancellation reason, original cost, and cancellation fee. So, as I said, this booking will automatically move to completed bookings tomorrow. So I will be making a cut later throughout this video to just show you that. Also, a feature that was implemented last time, but there is a bit more functionality to it now. It's just adding the venue. Sorry for that cut. We just needed to get a few images ready. So one of the things we have integrated is Azure Blob Storage. So we can then, instead of using URL links as we did last time, can now choose files from our local computer. And as you can see, we have a few ready. So we'll have our main image and our additional images. We'll load all of those up. This is one of the new functions we have integrated, and you'll see how it works now. Okay, we are adding this venue, and lovely, venue added successfully with our suite alerts. We scroll down, and there it is. It's beautiful. Right there, all our information is being displayed. Okay, I think that is all in terms of the venues page, and as I've said, tomorrow I will make a cut again into bookings to show you that it has moved down to completed bookings. There is also the search function, which let me quickly book a few more venues so we can actually display that. Booking created successfully. We have our events, as you can see, they're all here. We have our bookings as well. Now, we can search by event ID, event name, or customer name. So let's try customer name. There we go. It just pops up exactly what we need. Customer name. We can search by event name. So we'll search marriage. There we go. We will search conference, and it pops up. Okay. So that basically is our search feature, and every single table has this, and they all work the exact same. Just quickly walk through the code. I am not going to run through all of it, as last time I have shown most of it. I'm just going to show where most of the work went to achieve the new functions we have. This archive old bookings method in the bookings controller class. This is basically what we use to debug the new feature of moving the current bookings into completed bookings locally without having to push it to a online web app. So you will see there is a lot of console.write lines just for debugging purposes, but we are keeping it in. It's just for logs so that we can see if something goes wrong, exactly where and how to correct that issue. So this did take a while to do. That is why there is so much debugging and console.write line outputs. Other than that, this method basically executes every time you open up a bookings tab, but that was before we actually made the web app go live. This, however, still needs to remain in and operational. Next, if we move over to our services, we have two services running. One is for the blob storage, and this is where our images get uploaded to, which I will also show that the images we have added to the new venue are also in there. Okay, so as you can see, we are initializing the blob storage. We set our container names, and every time we upload an image, it goes and executes this whole method. It also gives us our invalid operation exceptions, all basic error handling, and also if we want to delete images, it's also possible. Okay. Our booking service is permanently running in the background, as I have explained earlier. All it does is, at the end of every day, when it switches over to the next, it checks if an event date is less than the current date. So the event end date is less than the current date, and if so, then it moves it to completed bookings. Okay, and all this code basically explains that and how it removes the booking and the event, and it saves the deletions to move it to the completed table. The program.cs, not much has changed here except for adding culture settings, basically saying that all our currencies are set to rand, and this can obviously be changed at any time should it be needed to go to or be implemented in any other country or currency. It is indeed possible. App settings.json, the only thing that has changed is just implementing the Azure blob storage. See that the EventEase blob is operational. We go over to our containers, and then you'll be able to see that we do have quite a few images that have been uploaded. These, Mountain House is what we have just added earlier. All the rest is already with the current venues. Other than that, that is all for today, and I'll only be able to see you guys again tomorrow, but for you it will just be a quick cut to display that indeed one of the current bookings has automatically moved to completed bookings, namely this lecture at the auditorium's venue. Okay, it is the following day. That is the cut I was speaking of earlier. As you can see, it is the 10th of May. And all I want to quickly show you is that there are in fact only two events right now, as well as only two bookings. So where did that third booking go that Herman Nicolas made? That was also for the auditorium's venue. If you will take a look, it has automatically moved to completed bookings since today is the 10th of May. the current date is more than the event's end date, which means as soon as today started, the 10th of May, the background service automatically moved this booking to this table. And yes, this is just very nice to have in terms of history and logging purposes, returning clients and so forth. I thought it was just a nice feature to have, and that is also the same reason we have cancelled bookings, just to keep track of cancellations, and also if specific customers are giving us issues, we can have a history of that as well. All right, but that is all. Thank you.